I bet you thought I was dead, didn't you? I haven't posted in months. But look at this. I drink 9 cups a day. I'm gonna be immortal, mother. Speaking of immortality, on the Sea of Thieves, there's a lot of ways to cheat death. The strangest thing about this is they don't have to drink tea to achieve it, but eat bananas, skins and all. When Captain Ramsay first explored the Sea of Thieves, dead meant dead. It can be argued that Ramsay's crew were the first immortal beings, as Mercia created magical necklaces for her closest friends, which allowed their spirits to remain behind after death. These necklaces were the original Reaper's marks. Their spirits eventually gathered at a hidden grotto named the Tavern of Legends. But are you really immortal if you can't eat delicious banana skins? If you've played the game, you'll know that while ghosts are rare, you can't go 10 feet without a skeleton appearing. These dumbass bony boys have nothing compared to their leaders, the Skeletal Lords, the first created being the Gold Hoarder. Well, surprise, this Skeletal Lord is Rathbone from the books. And if you don't know who that is, you should probably watch the rest of our series. Rathbone became so consumed by his own greed that he turned on his crew and left them for dead. He thought he got away with it, but Mercia always knew, and used his greed against him, luring him to an unnamed island with a pile of gold, before shooting him in the head and blowing his ship up. Unbeknownst to her, however, Rathbone's greed keeps him alive, cursing him to be the Gold Hoarder forever, where he stands protecting his gold forevermore. Until you murk him in the final tall tale, and what's worse, it's a really hard fight, and then there's just millions of pounds worth of gold in the room, and you just can't pick it up. The fuck, Rathbone? Did you just superglue this shit down? Now I'm gonna have to sell your head. Historically, Captain Flameheart is the most infamous pirate lord, but very little is known about him. Most of the knowledge I do have comes from the book Tales from the Sea of Thieves, where we learn he used to be a scholar, but decided school was for nerds, and became a pirate like his dad. However, he was a nerd, and made a really crap pirate, and found a cursed cup. Drinking from it made him and his crew endlessly thirsty, and keep drinking from the cup until their skin decayed and fell from them. The scholar was the last to turn, but unlike his crew, he retained his intelligence, as well as a cruel cunning, and donned the name Captain Flameheart, the deadliest skeletal lord to ever sail the Sea of Thieves. The curse was that strong that years later, a weaponsmith named Wanda found a cannon from Captain Flameheart's ship, and weaponized the curse into cannonballs, which is why you can find cursed cannonballs now. As she did that, she turned herself into another pirate lord. That still doesn't explain how pirates return to life. One day, someone died and just kinda woke up on the ferry of the damned randomly, with the ferryman as their captain, and it's been that way ever since. The ferryman uses the dead as a crew until he's satisfied with their work, then opens a portal for them to return back to the land of the living, and when they wake, their memories of the ship are vague, like a dream. Nobody knows who the ferryman is, or where he came from. So, let's interview the big man himself.
Make it quick.
Well, that answer was a bit useless, wasn't it, Captain? The ferryman might be a blessing, however, there is a downside to his presence. If anyone's soul falls overboard, they'll become stuck between life and death forever. Their soul will wander, searching for a suitable host, which is always a skeleton. Once the skeleton is killed, the soul will begin searching anew for the rest of eternity. If you have watched our whole series, you will have learned everything important, lore-wise, since Ramsay discovering the Sea of Thieves until now. The only thing that you probably don't know, which I can't really fit into another episode, so I'm going to quickly say now, The two people in the charge of the arena are called Marcus and Lucidia. They are Ramsay's children and appear in the comics. They started the arena. It's not really that lore related, but people might be interested. And with that, I'm done with this series. It's all finished. Sea of Thieves, more like Sea of Nerds.